Welcome to the Driving the World podcast series. I'm your host, Cully Holland. Today we have Claudia Bisch, an application engineer from our corporate electronics group. We'll be talking about our new software package for our Generation C product called MOVISUITE. Hey, Claudia, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Hello, I'm great. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Doing wonderful. So I know we have our MOVI-C generation of VFDs, and I was just curious as to if SEW's done anything with the software or any way to kind of interact with them via a computer.
Yes, of course. So the MOVI-C product family, it's not only the VFDs, it's a very big product portfolio. But as a part of the whole portfolio, we launched a new software called MOVISUITE engineering software, which can take care of the project from start to finish. It takes care of the planning phase, of the startup, diagnostics, there are certain monitoring tools. So it can help with all of these features.
So it sounds like it's going to be a very useful and powerful tool for our customers to use. And while we're doing that, we were transitioning from an older software. So are there any differences, or did we kind of just mimic the last software we had?
Oh no, this software is completely redesigned. During the design phase, we ask ourselves what the user would want to do with the software, how they would want to look at it, how they would want to use it, how they would want to approach it. So we tried to put ourselves in the user's shoes. So as you can imagine, we ended up having a product, a platform that is totally user-oriented, and so everything from graphical user interface to the way how you work through the process of the startup. It's very intuitive, very easy to handle, very time efficient. So you really don't even have to have any programming knowledge, any product-specific knowledge. The user can handle all these tasks by themselves, even whenever they have never had any contact with the software before.
Wow. So it sounds like we really shot for the moon and we made it user-friendly.
Yes.
And it's going to be a great tool. And as you mentioned, MOVI-C is a large product portfolio. And I know we have different styles of VFDs. We have the cabinet VFDs and the decentralized VFDs, which we've spoken about before. Is there a difference in the software for either of those? Is it just one size fits all? I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff it's trying to work with. So are there any differences when it comes to working with those?
Well, there's always some differences depending on the device, right? But it's not, it's device specific, but as software as a whole package is the same. So it's very uniform. You can use the same software tools for the centralized and for centralized and decentralized products of our MOVI-C family. So the way you do it, the software has different nodes that you drop in your program. So each device would have their node. So you would just pick a different device, whether it's a control cabinet device or whether it's a decentralized controller or a VFD, like you said.
So it sounds like it's as simple as selecting what you have and going with it.
Yes, and then the process of how you would configure it, it's the same.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. And so we got all of our VFDs covered, and we have a lot of different customers here at SEW. And some of them range from very simple start and stop applications to rather complex movement control. Is there anything within the software that kind of helps our customers manage all of the above, or do they need something more?
Within the software, we have something that is called MOVI-Kit.
A MOVI-Kit? Okay,
yes,
wow.
Which is it's like a software module, and it's designed in a very modular approach. So depending on your application, you would choose your software module, a MOVI-Kit. And then we have two different types of MOVI-Kits.
Okay.
We have ones that are considered motion type and then ones that are considered drive type. The drive types, they run directly in the inverter, in the application inverter, and then the motion types, they run in the controller. But your question was about more complex applications
Yes.
and simple applications. So all these movie kits, they can handle all different level of complexity, from simple positioning, velocity, to complex applications like robotics or camming applications. I haven't mentioned, but MOVISUITE also comes with special tools,
Okay.
like a cam editor where you can design your curve for your camming application, or
Wow.
there's also a tool called Robot Monitor for handling robotics applications. So there is just a lot to the software, and we won't mention all the details today because it's impossible.
Right.
But so basically you would choose your movie kit, you would assign it to the node within the software with your device, and then with just one click of the button, it automatically generates a code for you in one of the IEC languages, PLC programming languages.
Right.
But everything is handled for the user.
So it sounds like even with these complex movements that we can control, it's still just intuitive and user-friendly all the way through.
Yes, that is correct. Now we have, of course, different types of movie kits. Some of them, they're completely programming free.
Right.
And they come with a predefined field bus interface, and then there are ones that you can do your custom application. So it all depends on the user and on the needs. But some customers, they want to create their own
Of course.
code. Some customers, they just want to send process data to the controller. But everything is there, so it just depends on the application.
Well, it sounds like we really have all of our bases covered with those Movi kits then. And so we have this software. Where would our customers find this? Do they need to reach out to SEW-EURODRIVE, or is there somewhere that they can find it themselves?
They can find it themselves on our website, on the SEW website. In the there is a software tab where you can download all the software.
Makes sense.
But of course, if I'm sure if somebody wants to reach out and ask for the software directly, I mean, we can provide that too.
Of course.
But it makes more sense to just go online and get it from the website.
Well, wonderful. That is great. And it's always nice for customers to be able to find it themselves. Is there anything else you'd like to add about MOVISUITE or Movi kits, or does that pretty much wrap it up?
I don't think so. I think we covered the most basic features. But if anybody has more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. So I don't know if we have a comment section or anything.
Yep, we do have the comment section, so they can either drop a comment or reach out to their local SEW representative, and we'll get them squared away. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.